Welcome to chemistry classes. In this video, we are going to discuss about stoichiometry. Stoichiometry part 2. Okay, in this video, we have to discuss here relative atomic mass and isotopes and molecular mass, and also we have to discuss here some calculation. Here we will discuss relative atomic mass, relative molecular mass, and the relation between relative atomic mass and isotopes. Also we will discuss some calculation related to this. Okay, so here first point we have to understand, we know atoms are the smallest part of any matter. Atoms are microscopic. So how to determine the mass of an atom? Atom is microscopic and it is very hard to measure its mass. We cannot use normal unit. Such as gram, milligram or kilogram. We cannot use this type of unit. To measure mass of atoms, because atoms are microscopic. We cannot measure with help of this type of unit. That's why scientists choose a standard unit. Scientists choose an atom of carbon-12. Okay, an atom of carbon-12. Atom of carbon-12 means isotope of carbon with mass 12. That is carbon-12. Okay, scientists choose an atom of carbon-12 as a standard. Okay, here atom of carbon-12 used as a standard. So here we want to measure mass of different atoms. So we will measure mass of different atoms comparing with mass of carbon-12. We will compare the mass of an atom with carbon-12. Okay, so here carbon-12 it used as a standard unit. Why carbon-12 choose a standard unit, or carbon-12 used as a standard atom to measure mass of different atoms? Here carbon-12 used as a standard because the mass of carbon-12 is exactly 12. Okay, mass of carbon-12 is exactly 12 unit. Okay, we will say 12 unit, not 12 gram, not 12 milligram, not 12 kilogram. We will say 12 unit. Because carbon-12 it contains exactly 6 proton and 6 neutron. So the mass of carbon-12 is exactly 12 unit. That's why scientists choose carbon-12 as a standard unit. Clear? Now see here, we want to measure mass of different atoms. We want to measure mass of all atoms. We want to measure different atoms. So we will compare the mass of one atom that we want to measure. Okay, so see here, imagine this is one balance. Okay, in balance we want to take carbon-12. One side, and another side we will take the mass of atom we have to measure. So here we have to take carbon-12, and here we want to take the atom that we want to measure. Okay, so here the basic concept comparing the mass of an atom with carbon-12. And we will use a special instrument to measure mass of atom. It is called spectrometer. We will use spectrometer to measure mass of atom. So how we will measure mass of atom? The mass of atom we will compare with carbon-12. We will compare with the mass of carbon-12. Which type of instrument using here? Here we will use spectrometer. We will use spectrometer, okay, to measure mass of different atoms. Clear? So here we discuss how to find mass of an atom. The mass of an atom we will find comparing with carbon 12. Okay, we will compare with the mass of carbon 12, then we can find its mass, and we will use a device, it is called a spectrometer. So look here we will consider the mass of carbon 12 exactly 12. Here we will consider the mass of carbon 12 exactly 12 unit, because it contains 6 proton and 6 neutron. Okay, so look here, when you compare the mass of magnesium, you want to find mass of magnesium. So you will compare mass of magnesium with carbon 12 using spectrometer. So you can find magnesium is twice more than carbon 12. The mass of the mass of magnesium is twice heavier than carbon 12, twice heavier. Okay, so here we know mass of carbon 12 is 12, mass of carbon 12 is 12, and magnesium is twice more mean, so mass of magnesium is 24 unit. Okay, you want to find mass of magnesium, so you will compare it with carbon 12 with help of spectrometer. So you can see mass of magnesium is twice more than carbon 12, twice more. So the mass of magnesium will be 2 times 12, so it will be 24 unit. Similarly, another example, here you want to find the mass of hydrogen. You want to find mass of hydrogen, you will compare mass of hydrogen with carbon 12 in spectrometer, and you can see mass of hydrogen is 1 by 12th mass. Mass of hydrogen is 1 by 12 heavier than carbon 12. Okay, so here 1 by 12 and mass of carbon 12 is 12. So 1 by 12 times 12, it will be 1. So mass of hydrogen is 1 unit. So here we want to find mass of hydrogen. We will compare the mass of hydrogen with carbon 12 in spectrometer. So we can see with help of instrument, we can see mass of hydrogen is 1 by 12th heavier than carbon 12. So mass of hydrogen is 1 unit. The mass of atoms, atom found with help of carbon 12. This type of mass is called relative atomic mass. Relative atomic mass means mass of an atom compared with carbon 12. Okay, mass of an atom compared with carbon 12. This mass is called relative atomic mass. Okay. So here we calculated mass of different atom comparing with carbon 12. This mass is called relative atomic mass. Relative atomic mass is represented by AR. Okay, relative atomic mass represented by AR. So relative atomic mass of magnesium is 24. Relative atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. So what do you mean by relative atomic mass? Mass of an atom compared with carbon 12. This mass of an atom called relative atomic mass. Clear? Okay, next one we have to discuss here relation between relative atomic mass and isotopes. We have to discuss here relation between relative atomic mass and isotope. So we know isotopes. Isotopes mean different atoms of same elements have same proton number but different number of neutron. Same proton number, different number of neutron. This is isotopes. Okay, so see here example for isotope chlorine 7, chlorine 35 and chlorine 37. These are two isotopes of chlorine. Chlorine 35, chlorine 37. Here chlorine, their atomic number 17, mass number 35, mass number 37. So here atomic number 17. So in both case number of protons same, 17 proton. You can find number of neutron 35 minus 17, 18. Number of neutron here 37 minus 17, 20. So here number of neutrons are different, number of protons are same. This is isotope. Okay. And here nucleon number means same mass number. Okay, mass number 35, mass number 37. Nucleon number mean mass number. Okay, and here last one here percentage of this isotope in nature. In nature chlorine 35 available 75 percentage out of 100 when you consider the availability of chlorine, 75 percentage of chlorine is chlorine 35. When you consider the availability, total availability of chlorine, 25 percentage of chlorine is chlorine 37. Okay, so out of 100 chlorine 35 is 75 percentage, chlorine 37 is 25 percentage. So this is percentage of availability of this isotope. Okay, so here one element it exists different form. Chlorine, this chlorine existing in different form. They have same proton number but they have different neutron number. That is isotope. Okay. But the availability of this isotope in the nature it is different. So here chlorine it is one element, it exists in different form. But when you consider periodic table, in periodic table you can see one chlorine, one atomic mass. Okay, so how can you get this atomic mass? One element exists different form, they have different mass. So you want to get one mass out of all this isotope. You want to get one atomic mass. So look here how to get this atomic mass. So here to get relative atomic mass of chlorine from different isotope, this is the equation. You have to remember this equation. Okay, so here two different isotope. So here percentage of availability of this isotope times nucleon number. You have two isotope, first isotope and second isotope. Okay, so you have to add what you have to add here, percentage of availability of this isotope times nucleon number plus percentage of availability of second isotope times nucleon number of second isotope. So look here this is first isotope, this is nucleon number, first isotope its nucleon number. Okay, and this is the percentage of availability of this isotope. So according to the equation you have to do here 35 times 75. 35 times 75 plus, then you have to do same thing for second isotope. Percentage of availability of second isotope times their its nucleon number. Clear? So here this is first isotope. Okay, similar thing we have to do for second isotope. This is the percentage of availability and this is nucleon number. Okay, divided by 100, same thing, divided by 100. So after calculation you will get 35.5. So relative atomic mass of chlorine is 35.5. In periodic table you can see like this: chlorine atomic number 17, 35.5. Here fraction 35.5. This fraction coming using this calculation. If there are different isotope, so we have to do same thing. Percentage of availability of this isotope times nucleon number plus percentage of availability of second isotope times nucleon number. If there is 3 isotopes, you have to do same thing for third isotope. If there is 4 isotope, you have to continue same thing and divided by 100. Divided by 100, always same. Only you have to change over here. Okay, for first isotope, second isotope, third isotope, always you have to do nucleon number times percentage of availability of isotope. Clear?